It's like Christmas for masochists. Hey, Grandma, you want to gather around the table and drip some pain receptors? Hello, Sauce Fiends, and welcome back to Steve's Sauce Shack. I'm Steve, and today we're doing a deep dive into Dirty Dick's, world's greatest hot sauce. Not a brag, just a fact. Bold claim, it's on the label, not a sponsor. Now, this is a very sweet and well spiced, and I don't mean heat necessarily, hot sauce that kind of made the circuits in a lot of the barbecuing world. But today we'll be trying it out on the gauntlet. So as always, we'll be starting spoon test. See how it holds up on its own. So consistency, it is thick. Not like chunky thick, still liquid, but it is on the thicker side. That is a very tangy, sweet, fruity sauce. A little bit of heat, not a ton, probably 3 out of 10. But in the back to throw a little bit though. But the flavor profile is mango, banana, and then spices is in warm spices. So I don't list them, but cinnamon, clove, things of that nature. So it kind of gives this Christmassy, warm, spicy flavor to it. It's like Christmas for masochists. Hey, Grandma, you want to gather around the table and drip some pain receptors? This is the sauce for you. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is, I don't know if you've had honey baked ham, but it very much reminds me of the coating on the ham, except with a hint of spiciness. Now, value-wise, I think this is one of the best flavor to dollar ratios. This will run you usually $6 or $7 online, and it is very, very delicious. So we're going to head over to the kitchen, cook up some dishes to try it on, and see how it holds up. Sit tight. And we're back. Dirty Dick's, facing down the gauntlet. Let's try it on some eggs. This is very sweet. Doesn't always do well on eggs. Suspect it would do well on some sort of more well-rounded breakfast sandwich situation. But it's not overwhelmingly spicy, so it shouldn't really be overpowering this. It's so fruit-forward and not in a way that's disgustingly sweet. So you're really getting a healthy helping of bananas there. Probably not your daily value, but flavor-wise, and then the mango as well. Really good though. Sweet. Much sweeter than what you'd normally put on eggs. That is delightful. Let's try ourselves a wing. While the eggs were good, that seems much more fitting for the sauce. Sweet meats. It's a way to go. A little bit of heat. Sweet, fruity chicken wing situation. Hard to top. Absolutely, that would do well on a rack of ribs. If I grilled ribs frequently, this has probably quickly become my go-to. Now this is where the sweetness and the lack of significant heat start to catch up with it. Doesn't perform as well in the taco. It's a little too sweet and not hot enough. Now it does remind me a little bit though, with the warm spices and the raisins, a little bit of picadillo in terms of the flavor profile, but just so much sweeter. It's got brown sugar in there as well. A little bit of parallel with that, but really does not hold up on the tacos so well. All right, last and probably least, Bloody Mary. Not terribly hot, a lot of sweetness. I don't think it's going to pair well here. Yeah, it does not stand out strongly enough to keep up with the wasabi that's in there, or horseradish. But And the sweetness just gets lost in this drink unless you put a ton of it in there, just with all the tomato and salt that's in this already. It's not able to keep up. So wouldn't really recommend trying to build a Bloody Mary around this. Could probably come up with some other decent cocktails using it, but nothing that acidic or tomato forward. So overall, I'd say absolutely the wing was the strongest performer. This was probably made for ribs specifically, because tasting that, I'm just imagining ribs the whole time. Did way better on the eggs than I thought it would. Wouldn't really touch it on that half the table. Not where it's best suited. Now, where I generally like to use this is for bacon, because it's delicious on bacon. So get yourself some bacon, season it with some garlic powder, fresh cracked pepper. Mix some of this with, you know, this with any hot sauce really, but this one's so sweet you don't really need to add any sugar, brown sugar, or anything like that to blend it with. But about halfway through baking it, slather it in this, both sides, throw it back in, finish it up. Nice, crispy, sweet, delicious bacon. Highly recommend it. Now, if you're looking to elevate your barbecue, this is probably the way to go. I think this would do well on pretty much any meat that you're going to grill, smoke, anything like that. Maybe some other interesting uses. I was really surprised by the eggs, so I might explore using this in a few different things. And then they do have a recipe list on their website if you want to try out what they recommend it with. And that's another one for the shelf. Let me know what you guys use this on, or what you use in place of it, or what other sauces you'd like to see reviewed. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please consider subscribing. Thanks for stopping by the shack. I'll see you next time.